I'm back. I'm back from New York, back in South Carolina, and that's what we're talking about today. Yeah, so let me just go get the rest of my bags from the car, and then we'll get into this video. Okay, I think that's just about everything. So the last 10 weeks in New York have been crazy and absolutely incredible. It was quite the experience, quite the adventure, and I learned so much about filmmaking and just learned a lot in general, how to live on my own, for one, well, mostly. I'm not going to talk too much about it quite yet, but it was such an interesting experience to be in that different environment, see how other people create their own work in kind of the same space that I'm creating in, but in a different style. And I learned so much from it, and because of that, I've learned a lot and taken a lot away that I want to apply to my own channel moving forward and kind of change my approach to what I'm creating on this channel. But I'm going to talk a bit more about that when we go out in a minute. Figured now that I'm back in South Carolina, not in the big city anymore, we'd go for a little hike out in the natures. So let's go drive out there. Also, I'm shooting this video a little bit out of order, so when I get to my car, my hair is going to magically grow out and unstyle itself. Didn't shoot that this morning, it's magic. Alright, let's get it. These are the slowest, smoothest stops and starts I've ever done, because I don't want that to happen. Oh no. The second I start talking about how I'm worried about my camera falling over, it happens. Oh, you're back. You're back in place. Okay, great job. Alright, we got a big turn here. Hold on. So I've made it. I drove like a little over an hour to get to this state park, and in true Aidin Robbins vlog fashion, I got like 5 minutes away and it started raining. Everywhere I go it rains, but we're gonna try and make the most of it. There's a shelter right over here, so I'm gonna go in there, talk to you a bit about what I want to get into in this video, and then we'll hopefully see if this rain will calm down a little bit, and then go film elsewhere and explore this state park a little more. So as I mentioned before, being in New York and just being in a different creative environment, taking a break from tutorials and seeing how other people create things and just a different workflow was a very interesting experience that taught me a lot. And after that, it kind of got me thinking about some changes I want to make moving forward with this channel and just how I approach what I'm creating on the internet. To put it very simply, I basically wanted to focus more on quality and be very proud of every single video I put out, and also make more of my own work and less of videos based on other people's work. So like the breakdowns and like tutorials about other people's effects, I want to be focusing more on like the cinematic content, the vlogs, and the little edits I make at the beginning of every tutorial. Now, don't get it twisted, I'm still going to be making tutorials on this channel. I don't dislike making tutorials at all. It's not like a bore or a chore or something to me. I actually quite enjoy it, enjoy even breaking down other people's styles. So I want to keep doing that, but I want to focus more on making very thorough tutorials that I'm really proud of. Like not the Wednesday videos that I used to make where I would just break down one effect from someone else's video. That's not really the kind of content I want to make moving forward. The purpose of those Wednesday videos was that I could make them in a day in order to practice turning something around very quickly and working with that tight deadline. And now I think that after months of doing that, I'm a lot better at that and can kind of handle it better than I could when I started. So I don't really see a reason to be making those Wednesday videos that I'm not proud of anymore. So moving forward, for now, I'm going to be just doing a once a week upload schedule and making videos that I'm really proud of. All that being said, I don't think this rain is going away, going anywhere anytime soon, so I'm just gonna send it, head on out there in the rain and see what happens, and we'll continue this conversation at a slightly more photogenic spot. The rain is almost a blessing more than a curse, because look at this. I love those moody, shiny, green and red vibes. You know what I'm talking about? So this should be a lot of fun to shoot. I'm about to walk all the way around this lake that's back here behind me and take you with me and keep filling you in on those little updates I was talking about before. Just a little update, we've now entered the dangerous part of the woods. There's an apex predator here that you have to be really careful about hiking, even biking. That is, of course, the beaver. Look at this. What if that was your face? Another one. More evidence. This was supposed to be fun. It was supposed to be a fun little outing, film a little video, but now, frankly, I'm scared for my life. There's a big old heron right over here, so I'm gonna try and be quiet, not scare him away, get out the 85mm lens and get a shot. One sec. Don't move. Don't move, buddy. It's all good. It's all good. So it turns out the loop trail around the lake actually goes past the spot that I kind of came here to see, the dam back here behind me. So I'm gonna check that out. There's a giant sign that says keep off dam, but I don't know if I can resist it. No, I'm not gonna do it. Where am I? I'm not. Leaving the dam now. Our camera's a little soaked. I'm a little soaked. We're all a little soaked. But I was really thinking about walking out onto the dam to get a cool shot, but I didn't do that because that's irresponsible. You shouldn't do that. You'll hurt yourself. I'm not going to set a bad example. Thank me later. That definitely looks like where the horses were, but I think the lightning earlier might have scared them and made them leave these cars. Lines up perfectly. On that note, I think maybe the thunder and lightning earlier should have scared me too. I should go elsewhere so I don't get stuck out here in the rain. Nah, I think we'll just keep shooting. Got the log, the nice wide lake background with the ripples on the water from the rain. This might be the perfect scenic backdrop to speak to you about content. So earlier I talked to you about how I wanted to change up the way I was approaching tutorials on this channel. And in addition to that, I want to also start putting out more content that's not tutorials at all, making more vlogs for the hell of it and making more larger cinematic projects. In fact, I'm working on a huge cinematic video from New York City right now, 10 weeks of footage, condensing it down into one solid 3 to 5 minute video. So I hope you really enjoyed that. That'll be out probably the next month or so. It's a lot of editing. But yeah, I really just want to start sharing more of my own original work here and talking less about other people's work. Less informative, more kind of just entertaining, fulfilling content that you can watch and not have to worry about learning something from it. And for the person who's going to comment about how many times I've said the word content in this video, I know, I've noticed, I hate it too. I'm sorry. If you've been paying close attention on my channel, you might have noticed that this transition from less informative to more of my own cinematic work is something I've already been doing. In 2018, I mostly just made a ton of tutorials that were very informative, and in 2019, I started to try to incorporate a lot more little 1 minute edits at the beginning of most of the videos, and those just got more and more extensive throughout the year. And by the end of it, right before I went to New York, I was spending at least half of the time that went into the tutorial making that little 1 minute edit. I would spend 4 days on that, and then the last 2 days of the week before the video needed to go up, I would kind of just rush the rest of the tutorial together. Not saying that's ideal, but I have been trying to transition into less informative, more sharing my own work in the videos. And the interesting thing that started happening was that it seemed like more people were commenting about and enjoying those 1 minute intros of the videos than the actual tutorial itself. Some people were watching more to see that than to learn something new from the tutorial. Yeah, that was kind of an indicator that you guys liked what I was doing as well, which is a very positive thing to see. I hope that's the case, and I hope you're excited to see it keep going. And once again, this change isn't anything major. Tutorials aren't going away. I'm not making a dramatic shift, completely taking a 180 with what I'm doing with my channel, but I'm very excited about it, and I hope you are as well. Just like that, I'm right back where I started. We made it around the entire lake, so I guess it's time for me to head out, close off this video first. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was informative about the future of this channel. Hopefully there was some kind of information in here that was useful to you. If not, I hope you enjoyed just the cinematics, the vibes, had a good time coming out here, capturing the mood. Hopefully with it being fall soon, we can get out a lot more and capture a lot more of this kind of stuff, because I love the moody vibes. All that being said, I hope you found some kind of value in this video, enjoyed it. If you did, do feel free to share your support, leaving a like on the video, sharing it with your friends, or even subscribing to my channel. I upload one new filmmaking tutorial or other kind of video every single week. But that's all for now. Keep creating, and I'll see you in the next one. It's a little rusty on that outro. Haven't said it in a few months. Forgive me. See you in the next one.